Well, thanks for joining me here. It's May 2nd out here on the back on the 20-acre plot behind my house, and today we're going to be going out there and putting some plot screens out. Now I got a plot screen made by Frigid Forage, which is a great brand. I've used it before. Definitely kudos to them. But then I decided I was going to go ahead and kind of do my own little mixture too. So I got some Egyptian wheat, some grain sorghum. I'm going to mix together a little bit and plant, because I primarily was just going to put a food plot screen behind my house, right on the bean plot, to protect the house from the deer and protect the deer from seeing the house. So I could do all my outdoor activities, mow and stuff like that. And if there were deer back here, evenings, mornings, whatever it may be, they can't see us, so they'll feel a little more comfortable back there. Well, then it turned into much more than that, to where now I'm going to put a plot screen around my clover plot, around my turnip plot, and even on edges of the red cedars here, for multiple reasons. The multiple reasons for the red cedars is for the red cedars I cut out to make bedding, so that's kind of make them feel more protected depending on where they want to bed in there. And then also it gives us a way to access the clover and turnip plot, is walking on the edges of these plot screens to get back there. So that's our plan is today. I think we're gonna go ahead and get the plot screen seed put down here on the bean plot, but we're kind of running out of light here, so we'll see how far we get. I'll probably end up having to do the turnips and the clover plot tomorrow, and maybe even the edges of the red cedars, but we'll see how it goes. You know, like I said, the purpose of me putting around not only this, but the clover and the turnips, even though it's back there in the back of the 20, protected from the house and any other houses or human activity. The reason being, I'm gonna put it out there, it's the deer feel more comfortable, because that way mature buck that's out there feeding might not be able to see another mature buck passing by, or out there. Or same thing with does. A doe might be out there feeding, and it's not going to feel crowded by other deer and get scared off. Just going to make it feel more comfortable, which is exactly what we're going for, exactly what we want out here. Now the main reason I'm doing that is through research, it's kind of a trial thing, but I'm putting the plot screens on the clover plot and the turnip plot in such a way that deer that aren't on my property, or even deer that are on my property, are going to have to literally physically go onto the clover plot or the turnip plot and to check to see if there's any does. So that way when deer, bucks, mature bucks especially, come on this property, look for does, and they're checking for does, they're going to have to physically go into those food plots rather than just be able to walk by and catch it at a glance. So that's why on this bean plot here, we're going to not only put a strip on the south end of it, but we're going to put one on the west end too. And then on the clover plot, it's going to be kind of a curve that goes on the north side of it. And on the turnips, it's going to be the north side and the west side. So that's the plan. We'll see how far we get today, and probably have to do a lot of it tomorrow too. So we got great weather, should be good. The biggest thing to worry about when you go to plant these is to make sure that the weather in the forecast shows that it's not going to be cold enough to get any frost. Basically what you're looking for. Weather's 45 plus degrees constantly. That way, because Egyptian wheat, sorghums, a lot of these grasses are really susceptible to a frost, and it'll kill it. So your hard-earned money kind of goes down the drain if you do that. So we're gonna go ahead and out there and get this planted and hope for the best. I want to get it planted as early as I can in the spring, once I knew it was warm enough to finally do it. That way, since we got the beans planted, while the beans are growing, this is hopefully growing a little bit faster, to where once the deer are starting to come out to the beans, we got the plot screen starting to do something to kind of protect them from us. I don't want it to be, late August, September, before the plot screen is finally tall enough to where they can't see us at the house. So that's why I'm getting out here as soon as I can. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do. got our bag full of the Frigid 4 plot screen now. We go ahead and put this around the bean plot. So this is made for a 1/4 acre, or a 1/2 acre, I apologize for that. This is for a 1/2 acre. We kind of mapped it out using hunt stand, and what we're putting out here is not going to be anywhere near a 1/2 acre, but we're going to want to put it in kind of thick. And we knew with all the other stuff we're going to do, we're going to need the extra of this. That's why we also went ahead and bought some more. So I figured I'd try my hand at making just a little, somewhat of a mixture. I mean, it's pretty basic mixture, but a mixture nonetheless. I just want to see if I just can get away with just using those two rather than a big some mixture of seeds. So we'll see what happens. Well, guys, that's it for the bean plot for now until late August. You know, we got the plot screen and the beans already planted. Got rain coming tonight, and the only thing we got left back in August is going to be putting strips of winter rye out here on the north and east side, the opposite of what I put the plot screen on the south and west side. So on the north and east sides, we're going to put good strips of winter rye out. And all I got left tonight to do is I'm going to go out and try to get a little bit more plot screen seed down, and might have to take the tractor out and disc up a little bit more, but we'll see what we can get on tonight. I know I'm going to finish up tomorrow something. It's only going to rain till in the AM, but you know, depending on how much it rains, hopefully quite a bit, but I'll be able to get the tractor back out too and get a little bit more disc up. If not, you know, hopefully I get as much disc up tonight that I need to. That way tomorrow I can just come out and put some seed on the ground. And it's going to rain again on Monday, so tomorrow being Sunday, if I get the seed out and it's going to rain again on Monday pretty good, that should be fine. So that's what we got going on, so we're going to try to get done. You know, if you saw me doing that, I was walking pretty fast, but rotating the seeder pretty slow because I didn't want to be slinging it out there like I was the beans. I wanted to keep it pretty close. I said about 10 yards wide, 15 yards wide. Well, about 10 yards wide, take it back, and strips what I was going down, so I didn't want to sling it all the way over and everything. I wanted it to be a real condensed area, so I was going pretty slow with the spreader, pretty fast walking, and even then, when I think I only planted about 1/8 of an acre, maybe, I'm pretty much out of that 1/2 acre bag. So that's why I bought this seed here. So we're going to go ahead and mix this up. There's nothing special to it, just going to go ahead and pour it together in this bucket, and dump some of it up, and dump some of it in our spreader, and go do this line down here. Just need to open this up a little bigger.
apple seed.
So that was our Egyptian wheat. Now to add that sorghum in there. All right. Mix the stuff up by hand. Add a little bit in here. Leave us with plenty left, about 10 pounds each, and supposedly supposed to do about 10 pounds of Egyptian wheat per acre, but trying to make it a little thicker, denser stuff. That way, if maybe, I might even go ahead and hunt in the plot screen, but that'll be a talk for another day. We're gonna go ahead and get this out there and get wrapped up before it rains.
Well, to wrap up this video about the plot screens we put out here this season, I'm standing by the Frigid Forge plot screen we put by the beans back in May, and back in April, and this is, it turned out amazing. This is the one that we were most concerned about, being that the beans are on the other side. Our house is right here, about 80-90 yards away from it, so we really wanted to make sure that it was going to conceal the beans from the house, and if there's deer back there, they're going to feel comfortable being back there with the house right here, so as to help not disturb them. So I'm 6 foot tall, and it definitely covers well above me, so it did amazing job right here. The other plot screens we got out there aren't doing as well, but we did a lot more work with fertilizing and spraying to make sure that this one did good. The rest of them are probably about my height, just to a little bit shorter, but maybe not quite as thick. But I didn't put it in as thick because, like I said, this is the main one we were worried about. So this is how it's looking as of today, August 20th. And like I said, I couldn't be happier with how it turned out. I think it's going to work out great. And like I said back in when I first started making this video, the reason we're doing plot screens is not only to conceal ourselves from the deer, but we put plot screens around all the food plots out here, the clover, the beans, the turnips, and even a few strips of it going alongside where we hope to have some deer bedding. Mostly, like I said, to conceal ourselves, but also to conceal the deer from other deer, make them feel a little bit more comfortable being out there, and make those bucks come the rut time or such, when they start searching for does, make them kind of have to search a little bit harder, so they can't just scan all our fields in one trip around here. They gotta kind of come hopefully out to the food plots and give us a shot at them to really look for doe. So I said it's looking great. I'm back into making videos. Me and my wife had a beautiful baby boy 3 months ago today. Actually, he's 3 months today, so that's kind of kept me busy for the past few months, and along with a few other things that I haven't had time to make these videos and get them out to you guys. But so we got season starting a little bit over 3 weeks away here in Kansas, so we're going to be getting right back into it, and I'll be making videos every week for you guys, giving you guys updates on how everything's doing out here, updates on other things too, as far as some trail camera photos of the bucks we're going after, and ways we plan to hunt them, and just other little things like that we're doing out here to hopefully harvest a mature buck on this small 20-acre plot. If not, the way things are looking, I'd almost put my money that we could probably get the chance of harvesting a couple mature bucks. We'll see what happens. I got land up north that I'm going to primarily be hunting. I'll leave the 20 to family and friends for the most part, But even then, I think we're gonna have some great stuff to show you guys, and might be a little surprise on what you can do with a 20-acre plot. So thanks for watching.